baseline. He'll try to pull it back out. Double team down low for Marshall to the free throw line. Benz has it out to Mayer. He'll try for a three. Off the mark, fighting for the rebound. Mayer couldn't quite get it, had it in and out of his hands. It's going to be Hofer with it for the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. At the top, Boomsma hands it over for Grant Hamilton on the near side. Up top for Boomsma. Couple dribbles up top for Hamilton. Swings around Binger. He'll take three from the near side, and it buries it. Bailey Binger, his first three of the ball game, his first 3 points. We got a timeout for Eureka Bowdle. Coach Wiseman wants to talk things over. His team down 7. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 60.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break. Please pass the chips and my Bob. No, that's my Bob and don't that Bob. Hey, I'll take my wings and the connection.
Our deli sells mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks at any time for any time. It's a great place to go.
They're going with the moon, Dada.
Following the timeout, it's Eureka Bowdle with the basketball after Bailey Binger hit a three. Coach Wiseman not happy, talking to his team there, telling them they need to keep moving. His team down 7. They were down 7 to start the game. We'll see if they can claw back into it again. Benz back to Marshall. Marshall up top for Mayer. Mayer, he has it at the top. Looks to Beetlesbacher. Back to Mayer. Waiting for the offense to develop. Bounce pass back to Beetlesbacher on the far side. Cross-court pass to Brockle. He's going to try for a three. Up and good. And just like that, Shiloh Brockle, they're able to answer. Actually, it's a long 2. So it's 23-18. Grant Hamilton, near side pass, gets it to Binger. Binger back to Hamilton. Inside for Gam. Gam puts it on the floor. Turnaround jumper in the lane. Couldn't quite get it to go. Marshall with the rebound. Outlets it to Brockle. Brockle up top for Mayer. Mayer, a couple of dribbles. Gets it to Brockle on the far side. Into the corner. Marshall looking inside. Gets it looking for Benz. Back to Marshall. Tipped back into his hands. Now into the hands of Mayer. Mayer, a couple of dribbles, gets it to Marshall in the corner, up top for Beetlesbacher. Beetlesbacher tries to drive down with the right, spins back around, throws it into the hands of Benz, and we got a foul. We got a reach-in going against Hitchcock Tulare, and that's going to go against, it looks like, Binger. So Bailey Binger picking up his first personal, team foul number 1. 5:17 to go in this third quarter. Inbounds goes to Benz in the paint, gets it to Brockle. Corner 3 on the way, in and out. Marshall right there for the rebound. Up with the putback, hits the side of the backboard. Rebound to Gam. Gam outlets it to Hofer. Hofer, nice pass off to Binger. Binger for 3 and hits. Bailey Binger 2 in a row from 3. It's a 26-18 ball game. Now Brockle up top for Mayer. Mayer trying to race in, hands it off for Beetlesbacher. He'll try from 3 on the near side off the mark. And Brockle couldn't quite handle the rebound. We got a substitution. Lean's going to check back in. Marshall going to sit down and rest. So it is going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball off the rebound. It's going to be Mayer to inbounds. Gets it into Benz in the corner, near side up top for Beetlesbacher. Back to Mayer in the corner, 3 on the way, and he hits. A lot of long shots falling here. Shiloh Brockle had a foot on the line. Otherwise, it's 4 made threes. Instead, we got 3 made threes and a long 2 in this second half between both the teams. On the defensive end, nice job by Lean to strip it out of the hands of Hofer. Gets it in the hands of Mayer. His team down 5 up the floor. Brockle with it to Benz at the elbow. Benz back to Brockle. Nice drive on the baseline. Puts the shot up. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Tough shot. Almost had it. That was a great play to slip down into the baseline there. Mayer on defense, picking up Hamilton. Hamilton's pass goes to Binger. Up top for Hamilton. Down low to Gam. Outside to Binger. To Hofer on the block. And Hofer, I think he just got away with an offensive foul there because he was able to put the shot up. Kind of had the elbow out. Refs didn't see it. He gets the 2 points. 8 on the board for him. Beetlesbacher, he's going to try to drive around Hofer, and Hofer stepping in and taking the contact from Beetlesbacher. Beetlesbacher going to get called for the offensive foul. Both teams here, you're seeing the intensity pick up as this game moves along. Now Binger has it on the near side. Up top for Boomsma. Down low for Gam. And Gam keeps the ball away from everyone. We got a reaching going against, it looks like Benz. And that'll be substitution here. Marshall is going to check in. Beetlesbacher going to sit down. Foul to go against Benz. That's his third. Inbounds. Boomsma gets it in. Wide open three from the corner for Binger. Couldn't quite hit that time. He's 2 of 3 in this second half from 3. Alec Mayer going to get it into the front court. At the top. Looks to set things up. Goes right with the pass. Gets it to Lean. And Lean's pass now stripped away from Hamilton. Hamilton to Hofer. He's going to race and hands it off for Binger. Binger from the corner for 3. This one won't go. Long rebound to Binger. Out to Boomsma. Boomsma for 3. Top of the key. Off the mark. Gam uses that long reach to secure the board, and before anything else happened, we had a timeout on the floor. 3:09 to go in this third quarter. Hitchcock Tulare leads at 28-21. You're listening to KMLO back in 60. All right, we are back from the break. It is Hitchcock Tulare with the basketball here. And it's going to be Boomsma to inbounds. Gets it into Binger on the corner. Now up top for Hofer. Hofer back to Hamilton. Now back to Binger. Binger, Hofer down low. Hofer looking around. Back to Binger. Swings it up top for Boomsma. Boomsma back to Hamilton. Now Binger. Corner 3 on the way. And Binger hits again. Actually, this one, a long 2. Bailey Binger with the long at 2 there this time, not a 3. It's going to be Eureka Bowdle now, looking down low. Lean has it. Tries to spin around the defense into the hands of Marshall. Back down low for Lean on the far side block. Up top for Mayer. Mayer now looking in. Gets it to Bracco. Back to Benz at the elbow. Marshall, long 2 on the way. Can't quite hit. Rebound Hamilton. Hamilton's looking to push. Hamilton now at the top with it. Gets it into the hands. Well, actually, he just got it right back. Now into the hands of Binger. Binger back to Hamilton. Over to Boomsma. Boomsma up top for Hamilton. Now to Binger on the near side. Down low for Hofer. Hofer around everyone. Gets it in the hands. Nice touch pass to Hamilton. Hamilton tries to drive in. Leaves it off for Binger. He tries a 3 off the mark. Hofer secures the offensive rebound. Hofer looking for someone, and it's tipped around. Alec Mayer comes away with the steal, gets it to Bracco. Bracco trying to drive down, lose the ball off his foot, and that goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to Hitchcock Tulare. 30-21 here in the third quarter, 1:49 to go. Beetlesbacher checking back into the game. Lean going to come down and rest. And it's going to be Hitchcock Tulare's Boomsma and Hamilton in the backcourt. Going to be Hamilton to walk it up into the front court now. Hamilton across the time stripe. Gets it over to Gabe Clark. Recently checked in on the near side. Swinging around the top of the key. Boomsma down low for Hofer. Touch pass to Gam. Gam inside on the shot. Won't go, but a foul called. Gam heading to the line for a pair of free throws. And that foul going against Benz. That is his 4th personal. Justin Benz will have to sit down as Lean gets set to check back in. Gam at the line for a pair of free throws. On the season, has just shot 10. Make that 11 now. 7 of 11. Substitution as Lean checks in, as Benz is going to sit down and rest. And so it's going to be Gam back at the line for one more. Gam gets the basketball. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up. Slowly now, shot on the way and off the mark. Hofer right there for the board, the putback up and good. So Hofer now just about at his season average of 12. He has 10 right now. Alec Mayer at the top of the key. Tries a three, left it just short. Hofer with the rebound. Gets it to Boomsma. Boomsma now at the top, setting it up over to Hamilton. Hamilton into the hands to Clark. Back to Hamilton, looking down low. Has Hofer around the defense. Hofer down low, pulls it out. Gets it to Boomsma. Back to Hamilton. He'll try for three and banks it in. Grant Hamilton calls bank and says, I want no change, as he knocks all three of those down. 35-21. And now Mayer's pass going for a cutting Brocco just behind him. Going to be another turnover back to Hitchcock Tulare. We got a timeout on the floor. Coach Wiseman wants to talk things over. 53 seconds to go in this third quarter. You're listening to KMLO. We are back in 30. All right, back from the break here. 53 seconds to go in this third quarter. It is Hitchcock Tulare with the basketball. At the top, Boomsma has it. Three on the way, off the mark. Rebound to the Patriots of Hitchcock Tulare. Grant Hamilton has it. Shot clock at 30, game clock 35. Into the corner, Hofer. He's now going to drive baseline. It looked like he picked up the pivot foot. That's going to be a travel turnover back to Eureka Bowdle. So it'll be the Patriots of Eureka Bowdle with it. They find themselves down at 14 here, just 5 points in this third quarter. Down low pass for Beetle. Spark goes out of bounds. Another turnover back to Hitchcock Tulare. And just what we talked about at the beginning of the game, turnovers. They hurt this Eureka Bowdle team, and they are piling up here in this third quarter. They have over 15 turnovers in this game. Hamilton with it. Gets it to Boomsma. Back to Hamilton. Into the corner, Gabe Clark. Cross-court pass to Boomsma. Up top for Hamilton. Back to Clark. Clark, he's going to try for a three from the corner. Can't quite get it to go. Beetlesbacher with the rebound. He outlets it to Lean. Lean in the backcourt. He'll hand it off to Mayer. Mayer into the front court. 4 on the clock. Has it with the left. Spins around. 2 on the clock. Fires up a heave at the buzzer. No good. So at the end of 3 quarters, Hitchcock Tulare picked up a 35-21 lead. Fourth quarter action. 8 minutes on the clock coming at you after this 60-second timeout. And we are back from the break here again, having some video difficulties here. Not exactly sure what's going on. We got full service here, full bars with everything, but it seems like the video screen on YouTube is going black at the moment, so bear with us as we try to work through it here. It's going to be Hamilton in the backcourt with it for Hitchcock Tulare. Gets it to Gam on the near side in front of the arc. Now over to Boonsma on the far side. And we got a foul, looks like off the ball. Shot clock situation. Refs are going to discuss here. And I think we have a shot clock problem here. So officials trying to discuss how much time should be on the shot clock. For Boonsma. Boonsma up top for Hamilton. Gets it to Hofer to beat the buzzer. No, and that's a shot clock violation. That's going to be a turnover back to Eureka Bowdle. So 7:33 to go into this fourth quarter. Hitchcock Tulare with the 35-21 lead. And looks like the video is back up and going again. So Alec Mayer gets over to Beetlespacher again. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. Now Beetlespacher up top for Mayer. Eureka Bowdle's got to work here. They are down 14 with 7 minutes to go. Lean with it at the free throw line. Over to Benz. It goes right through his hands into the hands of Brocco up top for Mayer. 13 on the shot clock. Mayer's going to look to go to work. Gets it to Beetlespacher. Back to Mayer at the top. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound to Clarkey. Outlets it to Hofer. Up ahead for Boonsma. Boonsma into the front court. Gets it to Clark on the far side corner. Up top for Hamilton. Hamilton, he's going to now drive around right. Leaves it off for Boonsma. Saved from going out of bounds into the hands of Brockle. And Brockle looks to push into the front court with it. At the top, tries to drive around. Pulls it back out for Mayer. Mayer splits the defense. Shot on the way. Nope, wave off the shot. We got a foul first. Foul being on the floor going against Boonsma. That is his. See what number of foul. I got him down for number 1. Nope, that is his second personal going against Boonsma. That is only the second team foul going against Hitchcock Tulare. So it's going to be Alec Mayer to inbounds. Gets it into Marshalik. Marshalik fires from the paint off the mark. Benz with the rebound. His putback won't go, but he draws the foul. Benz heading to the line for a pair of free throws. So he bends at the line. First trip to the free throw line here tonight. As on the season, just about a 40% free throw shooter. Averages about 4 points a game. First one on the way and good. As a team today, Eureka Bowdle 8 of 11 from the free throw line. And we got a couple of substitutions. Grant Hamilton and Jack Boomsma. Or no, excuse me, Boomsma was on the floor. Hamilton checking in. Gabe Clark in, Ty Hofer. And on the far end, that is Dawson Gam. Benz, Marshall, Beetlespacher, Mayer, and Brockle on the floor for Eureka Bowdle. And Ben's second free throw up and good. So it's going to be Hitchcock Tulare going the other way. 35-23, they have the lead. Down low for Hofer. Swings around to Boonsma. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton down low looking for Clark, and it's tipped, and we got to fight for the basketball, and Hitchcock Tulare with it. Boonsma eyes the 3 off the mark. Long rebound hustling in. Hamilton with it. Marshall gets the steal on the pass, though. Hands it off to Mayer. Mayer looks to race down with the left, and we can have a reach in that one going against Boonsma. That'll be his third personal, team foul number 4. So it'll be an inbounds on the sideline, near side. Alec Mayer here to inbounds. Alec Mayer gets it to Brockle. Brockle, cross-court pass to Beetlespacher on the far side beyond the arc. Up top for Mayer, now to Benz, back to Brockle. Good passing there. Brockle able to bury the 3. And just like that, Eureka Bowdle back into this one. And it's going to be Eureka Bowdle with it. Down low, Gam, or Hitchcock Tulare has it, excuse me, and Gam traveled, and just like that, Eureka Bowdle finds themselves down 9 with the basketball, looking to continue the momentum here. They had 5 points all of that third quarter. They have 5 points here with 2 gone in this fourth quarter. Alec Mayer racing it down, gets it into the hands of Beetlespacher. Down low from Marshall. He has it tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Gam. It'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. So it's going to be Alec Mayer to inbounds. And now he looks in. Gets it to Benz. Benz, nope, we got a kickball first out of bounds, so it'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball. So it's going to be Alec Mayer to inbounds. Gets it into Brockle. Back to Mayer. Mayer eyes the jumper off the mark, and nice hustle by Brockle, able to get the rebound. Outlets it to Beetlespacher. Beetlespacher now off to Mayer. Now we got a reach in going against Hitchcock Tulare. That foul going against Number 22, Dawson Gam. That is his third. Inbounds, Marshalik. Out to Brockle on the far side. Back down low to Marshalik. Marshalik to a cutting Mayer. Mayer inside. Shot up, no good, but a foul called, and Alec Mayer heading back to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2 on the day. And that foul going against Dawson Gam just picked up his 4th. So the 6'5 center for Hitchcock Tulare with 4 personal fouls. Done a good job in this second half, altering shots, rebounding. Couldn't quite get a bucket to fall, but he's done a good job everywhere else. Alec Mayer, first free throw up and good. Substitution as number 15, Cody Wright checks into this ball game for Hitchcock Tulare, a 6-foot sophomore forward. Coach Smith trying to keep some height on the floor. Alec Mayer misses the second of the 2. Back the other way, Binger with it, hands it off for Hamilton. Hamilton looks to drive, pulls it back out, gets it to Binger in the corner, up top for Hamilton. Fakes the pass left, passes it back to Binger on the near side corner. Up top now for Hamilton. Hamilton gets a screen around everyone, losing the handle into the hands of Marshalik, and then nearly stolen back away by, that was Kyle Hamilton, nearly comes away with the steal after the turnover. So it's going to be Eureka Bowdle with the basketball, down 8. Beetlesbacher into the hands of Benz. Benz up top for Mayer. Back to Beetlesbacher. He looks to drive, and he moved that pivot foot before he put the ball on the floor. That's a turnover back to the Patriots of Hitchcock Tulare. So it's going to be an inbounds from Hofer, and it's going to be Grant Hamilton walking it up the floor. At the top, sets things up, gets it to Hamilton. That's Kyle with it. Kyle now into the hands of Binger. Binger on the far side. Looks in, nothing doing. Cross-court pass near side to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Hofer. He's going to line up the 3 and buries it. Ty Hofer, a big bucket right there for Hitchcock Tulare. Stops a mini run there for Eureka Bowdle. Brockle now in the corner, up top for Benz from the block, puts it on the floor. Nice wraparound pass to Beetlesbacher. Can't quite finish. Hofer with the rebound. Hofer's got to be close to 10 rebounds here. He has 5, 7, 13 points. Binger in the corner, far side, gets the screen, passes it up top for Hamilton. Hamilton now rolling around, gets it into the hands of Kyle Hamilton. Kyle, cross-court pass to Hofer on the far side. Back to Kyle, looking inside for Grant, nothing doing. Up top for Binger. Swinging around the top of the key, getting the look that looks best for them. Actually, Kyle Hamilton's going to travel. That's going to be a turnover back to Eureka Bowdle. So it's going to be Shiloh Brockle to inbounds. And we got a couple of substitutions here. Gabe Clark back into this one. Binger, Boomsma on top. Grant Hamilton down low. Mayer, Brockle, Beetlesbacher, Marshalik, and Benz. Up top for Mayer now. Mayer back to Benz. Over to Beetlesbacher. Up top, Mayer. Mayer, Beatles to Benz. Benz, free throw line jumper on the wing. We got an over the back on the rebound. Chris Marshalik going up for the rebound. Coach Wisemantle can't fault that one. Marshalik going up for the rebound. That's a hustle play right there. Those are the types of plays that you can live with here. 3:29 to go in this fourth quarter. Pass up ahead for Hamilton. His team up 11. Trying to hang on for the victory here. Hamilton to Clark, and Clark loses the handle into the hands of Mayer. Mayer coming up with a couple of steals this ball game. He has 3 or 4 steals now in the ball game. At the top, bounce pass over to Brockle. Brockle up top for Mayer. Free throw line to Benz. Back to Brockle on the far side. Down low, Marshalik from the block. Up with the shot off the mark. Rebound to Hamilton. Hamilton can walk it up the floor. At the top, looks to set things up. Passes it near side to Boomsma. Now into the corner. Up top for Clark. Clark eyes the 3, fakes the 3, gets it back to Boomsma on the near side. Hitchcock Tulare methodically working the clock here as Hofer has his pass tipped off the backboard, gets the rebound, puts the shot up, and good. How about that? Ty Hofer looking for the pass. It got tipped off the backboard. He's able to come up with the loose ball. Puts the bank shot up from the block and hits. And in line for a free throw as Benz has fouled out of this ball game. That is 5 fouls against him. And Chance Melhalf checks in for the first time today. Melhalf, a 6-foot freshman center. Hofer at the line first time today. Eyes up the free throw, shoots up the free throw and off the mark on the free throw. Hofer just a 35% free throw shooter on the season. Alec Mayer races into the front court, hands it off to Beetlesbacher. Beetlesbacher tries to drive left, back out Mayer. Mayer looking inside for Marshalik. Marshalik out to Brockle. Good inside-outside action. Back to Marshalik from the block. Turns around into two defenders. Mayer has it now on the top. Beetlesbacher, three on the way, off the mark. And Brockle with the rebound. Passes it up looking for Mayer, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Binger. 2:13 to go in this fourth quarter. Eureka Bowdle trailing 40-27. Hitchcock Tulare on defense in that 2-3 zone. Pass goes down to Marshall, up top for Mara. Three, top of the key, just a bit short. Grant Hamilton there for the rebound. Grant Hamilton to walk it up the floor into the front court. Gets it to Hofer. Hofer fakes the three, drives baseline, and passes out for Hamilton. Ball goes pinball off someone's foot. Looks like it was last touched by Eureka Bowdle, so it'll stay Hitchcock Tulare ball under the hoop. It's going to be Boonsma to inbounds on the far side. Under 2 to go in this ball game. Inbounds. Hamilton at the top. Tries to drive in, and Beetlesbacher comes away with the steal. He looks to run down the floor around the defense. Shot up, and no offensive foul. Great job by Boonsma stepping in, taking the contact. Offensive foul going against Bryce Beetlesbacher. That is his third. We got a timeout on the floor. 1:45 to go in this ball game. Hitchcock Tulare leads at 40-27. You're listening to KMLO. We are back in 60.
Premier Equipment Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka Bowdle Paint Kits. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for with a parts inventory to back that up. In brands like McDonald, Haybuster, Brand, Rouse, Harvest, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the ag needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment Bowdle. Go Patriots from all the guys and staff. Good luck.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the basketball court or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
All right, we are back from the break here. 1:45 to go in this ball game. Eureka Bowdle comes out in the full court press, down 13 with 1:45. Hitchcock Tulare with the basketball. Inbounds goes to Zach Gilbert. He gets around everyone. Up ahead, the pass goes, and the shot up and good. That was Wyatt Booker with the 2. Wyatt Booker, number 0, 5'11", a junior guard/forward. Beetlesbacher now drives baseline and has his pass tipped, and we got a fight for the basketball. A lot of bodies on the floor after it. And good hustle there. Cody Wright coming out of the pack. Foul going against Brockle. That'll be his second personal. And that's going to send Cody Wright to the line for a 1-and-1 situation. So Cody Wright there at the line. His first trip to the line today on the season, 1 of 4 at the free throw line. Free throw on the way and off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Ball goes careening out of bounds. It's going to stay Hitchcock Tulare basketball. So it's going to be Colin McNeil to inbounds. McNeil gets it into Booker. Booker nearly loses the handle of it. Gets it into the hands of McNeil. Now up top for Gilbert. Gilbert has Brockle on him. Passes it far side. Now we got a feet shuffled and a travel turnover from Colin McNeil, and it'll go back to Eureka Bowdle. Down at 15. Shiloh Brockle to inbounds, gets it into Mayer, and Mayer looks to push up the floor. At the top, over to Beetlesbacher on the near side, drives in up top for Mayer. 3 on the way, top of the key, off the mark, left it short. Rebound there, Brockle with it. Fires up a putback off the mark, and Brockle headed to the line for a pair of free throws. Brockle at the line today, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He has 7 points. He'll be back at the line for 2 here. Foul going against Gabe Clark. That is his first. Free throw on the way from Brockle, bounces around and out. Brockle back at the line for 1 more now. Waits for the basketball, and Eureka Bowdle girls getting set. They take the floor following the conclusion of this game. We'll have the call about 20 minutes following the conclusion here. And Brockle missed the second free throw, gets the rebound, goes to put it back up, loses it out of bounds. Last touch by Hitchcock Tulare. So it'll stay Eureka Bowdle basketball, under a minute to go in this ball game. Alec Mayer to inbounds. Gets it into Marshall on the far side. Up top for Beetlesbacher. Turns around. Back into the corner. Mayer for a three from the corner. Off the mark. Rebound to Hitchcock Tulare. And we got a foul in the backcourt. As Cody Wright going to go no. We had a foul against Cody Wright. Swinging the elbow is what the official says. So Cody Wright getting called for the personal. They're saying he swung his elbow, so it's going to be Eureka Bowdle basketball. Down low, pass goes to Mayer, trying to get around the defense. We had a foul on the floor. Alec Mayer going to head to the line for a 1-and-1 situation. That foul going against Gabe Clark, his second. Mayer at the line, 1-and-1 opportunity. Makes the first, shoots again, misses the first live ball. It's a live ball off the miss, and it is Hitchcock Tulare with it. In the backcourt, Gilbert with it into the front court now. Gets it over to McNeil. McNeil up top for Clark. Clark passes it over to McNeil, and we got a reach-in going against Lean. That is going to send McNeil to the line for the 1-and-1 situation, or it should send him there. Yes, at the line for the 1-and-1 situation. McNeil on the season, just 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He'll be at the line here. Possible chance for 2. If he makes the first, he gets to shoot 2. If he misses the first, we got a live ball. 1-and-1 situation. McNeil at the line. Couple of dribbles here. Eyes it up. Shot on the way, and off the mark. Rebound to Lean, and just like that, we got a foul going against Hitchcock Tulare. That foul going against McNeil. That is his first, and that will send Aaron Lean to the line for the 1-and-1 situation. So Lean at the line has not shot a... No, yes, he has. In the first quarter, he was 0 for 2 at the free throw line. He has 3 points on the day. First free throw on the way, and knocks it in. Lean back at the line for one more here. And eyes it up, shot on the way, and knocks them both in. So just like that, Aaron Lean, 2 points from the free throw line, 5 on the day. And back the other way, Hitchcock Tulare with it. We got a reach-in and a foul going against Eureka Bowdle, and this time it will send, who's it going to send to the free throw line? It's going to send McNeil back to the free throw line here. So Cole and McNeil are back at the line here. 1-and-1 situation once again, both teams with 9 team fouls. At the line, McNeil. Couple of dribbles now. Spins it, eyes it up. Shot on the way, and off the mark, rebound to Beetlesbacher, and on the rebound, we got a foul. So Beetlesbacher pulls down the rebound and gets kind of tackled as he pulls it down. That foul going against... Actually, who did they put in it? Oh, they got it against Booker. Let's say I saw a number 22 up there. I was like, there's no 22 on the floor for Hitchcock Tulare. So Beetlesbacher, first free throw up and good. One of those too little too late, however. 21 seconds to go. Hitchcock Tulare leads at 42-30, but Eureka Bowdle fighting hard to the end. Not giving up. Beetlesbacher at the line for one more and good. Eureka Bowdle in the full court press, and Gabe Clark loses the ball, and it goes flying into the hands of Cody Clark, and down low, McNeil with the runner, and that was Cody Wright, gets it in the hands of McNeil. McNeil drives down, runner in the lane, won't go, foul called going against Aaron Lean, it looks like, and that's going to be number 3 against him. Sends McNeil to the line where he is 0 of 2. Free throw on the way and off the mark. So McNeil back at the line for one more. His team up 11 with 11 and a half seconds to go in this ball game. McNeil back to the line for one more. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up. Shot on the way and off the mark. Gets his own rebound, though, and that should just about do it. Gabe Clark has it, loses it in hands, and look at Alec Mayer still fighting hard. He's going to drive down with the baseline with the left up and good, beating the buzzer. Alec Mayer, great hustle there to end this ball game. However, Eureka Battle comes up on the short end of things, 33-42, the final courtesy of your real tough scoreboard. We're going to take a 4-minute timeout, come back, get you some final game stats, get you player of the game, and get things set up for the second of our doubleheader. The Eureka Battle girls coming off a win last night, 3 wins on the season. They've won 2 of their last 3. They look to go for another. Again, final score here, Hitchcock Tulare 42, Eureka Battle 33. We'll talk final game numbers after this 4-minute timeout.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle, may you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
So you had an appointment with a specialty physician and are cleared for 6 months. Great news, right? 6 months later, the weather turns bad, you have a family emergency, or you simply can't make your appointment. Now what? Thanks to telehealth and the interactive solutions provided by the Bowdle Healthcare Center, you can keep your appointment. Most specialty doctors' follow-up appointments can be done through telehealth, giving you peace of mind to keep that appointment. Telehealth is available through the Bowdle Healthcare Center.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Arts Body Shop in Eureka. Arts Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
At Cows Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snacks, sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Cows Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Can't find the words to say how you feel this Valentine's Day? Whether you're going for heartfelt, funny, or pure love, my arranged bouquets and greeting cards say it for you. Hi, gentlemen and ladies alike. This is Caitlin from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. Get my grab-and-go bouquets from both Pop's Grocery Shop in Harriet and Ken's Food Fair in Eureka. Or stop in to pick out a card and place your order today. Remember, it's never too early. Call 284-2393. Hometown Boutique in Eureka.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
A relationship you can bank on. First State Bank of Roscoe.
All right, we are back from the break here, and we got the Eureka Battle girls and Cologne girls on the floor warming up for the second game here today from Highmore Gymnasium, the Highmore Auditorium. And once again, it was the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots defeating the Eureka Battle Patriots in the first game of the day, 42-33. Looking into some Final game stats there, starting with the visiting Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. They were led on the day by Ty Hofer, who had 15 points. He knocked in a 3, 0 of 1 at the free throw line. He was the only Hitchcock Tulare Patriot in double figures. Bailey Binger added 8. He knocked in, what a third quarter he had. 8 points in that third quarter, knocked in 2 from 3, almost had 3 3-pointers in that quarter. It was Grant Hamilton with 7. He knocked in a 3. Jack Boomsma had 5. He knocked in a 3 as well. Dawson Gam, Wyatt Booker, 2 apiece, and Gabe Clark with 3 as a team. Hitchcock Tulare 0 of 9 at the free throw line. For the Eureka Bowdle Patriots, Alec Mayer, he showed hustle, he showed fight all game. He led the team in points with 14, knocked in 3 trays. He was 2, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Shiloh Brockle had 7. He was 2 of 4 from the free throw line, knocked in a 3. Bryce Beadlesbacher and Aaron Lean with 5 points apiece, and Justin Benz had 2. As a team, Eureka Bowdle 14 of 21 from the free throw line, 66% from the free throw line today. So not bad there free throw line wise. They average 43% on the season. So to be at 66%, you got some building pieces there. I mean, free throw line was good. They just struggled to find the bottom of the net. They do play again here in the next couple of days. I think it's Monday or Tuesday. I'd have to look at my schedule to see when the Eureka Bowdle boys play. But right now we got Eureka Bowdle girls on the floor getting warmed up to face off with Cologne. We got to give Venture Communication player of the game. So let's hear from Venture Communications, and we'll have your player of the game after that.
For communication services you can count on, call Venture Communications in Highmore. Venture Communications offers the finest in communication services with high-speed internet, phone services with voicemail and caller ID products, cable TV, digital and high-definition TV services, DVR service, and wireless cellular phone plans. They're proud to be the player of the game sponsor on KMLO and invite you to listen to high school sports coverage to hear who the Venture Communications player of the game will be.
All right, player of the game. I think I have it decided, and I think I'm going to give it to Alec Mayer tonight. He had 14 points. You know, just the hustle at the end of the game, too, not giving up, knowing his team's down. He had a chance. He got the steal at the end and actually beat the buzzer for the last 2 of the game. Alec Mayer, you are the Venture Communications player of the game. 14 points, knocked in 3 threes. He was 3 of 5 from the free throw line. So once again, congratulations to Alec Mayer, Venture Communications player of the game. All right, we're going to take another break, about a 4 or 5 minute break. Come back and get you set for Eureka Bowdle versus Cologne girls basketball on this Saturday morning from Highmore, South Dakota.